Yeah, we'll get an intro. We'll get one. Don't worry. I'm on it. I'm on it.
No.
He's been on it for 6 months.
Yeah. Now he's so busy with work. This podcast won't be on for another month.
Fuck, boys.
This is it?
I am
is
not
this
a
like the
fuck
real
boy.
go?
Is this the real one? Let me
As real as it's gonna
angle this
get.
bullshit cock. We ready?
Yeah.
What episode are we on?
20.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Mildly Appropriate Podcast, episode 20, and we are back. It's been 4 months?
It's been
I think
4
3
months since we recorded, and I think 2 months since we uploaded.
March is like when the last time we recorded, right?
Dude, that's fucking wild.
Yeah,
So, I mean, we're almost July.
I think it was early March. We had the upload a few weeks later.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys just sat back and thought, what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
This
It's
is
been like
stupid.
it's pretty nuts
getting
right now.
getting berated by bullshit, man.
Do you think we're gonna have to?
No
Do you think we're
breaks.
gonna take another break again at some point, like working?
I think
No.
so. You don't think so?
No,
I
do.
think it's gonna spike again.
I'll tell you right now that if we go red zone again, we're not coming back.
Yeah, shit's gonna.
There's no comeback from like a second lockdown.
Right.
Everyone's just gonna go out of business. Everyone's gonna lose their jobs.
I mean, we've already put so much into the economy.
do you guys know anything that's went out of business, like personally? I know 4 places.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
hmm
I mean, like, I'm not super knowledgeable with businesses in general, so I feel like I haven't paid attention, even if they did. But
Okay. Well, for me, it was my old barbershop. Not obviously the one we go to now,
Yeah.
but my old barbershop, my favorite gelato place. Fucking banging. the one in Ambler.
Yeah,
Mhm. Dude.
Damn.
Done for good.
I
These are
walked
closed for
by,
good?
everything was out, like the fridges were off, like the wall, like just nothing. And their name was like torn off the side of the glass.
yeah,
So yeah,
that's
definitely
Dunzo.
closed.
Yeah.
And then I saw a faux place that would just open like 6 months ago. It said permanently closed on the website when I went to go there. And then there was one other. What the fuck was it? There's one other one I know, but off the top of my head, can't remember. But yeah, tons of places are just fucking closing.
It's kind of made me realize that I only tend to spend my money on like essential business. There's not a lot of
Well, I feel like because your work isn't really. I guess it's somewhere, but you don't like. Do you take lunch a lot?
No, I always pack lunch.
Yeah, see that's me. I
Yeah,
get
like
lunch
I don't
a lot.
go to restaurant.
I
I mean, like,
never pack lunch.
Yeah, I'm always trying new places. That's probably a problem though.
It is a problem.
yeah, I mean, like for your wallet, sure.
Yeah.
But
What I
Yeah.
do a lot is just get Chipotle, and it's like $12, and I just eat chicken and rice a lot. Of
dude,
it.
okay, so funny you bring that up. Tyler was watching your what's the app you use to always order your food?
Oh, DoorDash.
Yeah, someone at Trey's work orders Chipotle for lunch every day.
No, it's me. What do you
It's
mean?
you every day?
Yeah, no one uses my DoorDash. The fuck?
Really? So it's
Yeah,
you
me
every single
It's
day.
like every day. Yeah.
Wow, well, that
God
figures
damn.
out the problem.
On
there.
Thursday, I think it was twice.
Damn.
Golly.
Tyler was looking and he was like, dude, someone's getting Chipotle on Troy's DoorDash every single day. I'm like,
Who else would do
Really?
it besides me?
I
It's my
figured, I
DoorDash.
told him, I was like, maybe it's someone
Nick,
at
so
work.
doesn't he order on your DoorDash account?
Yeah, but it's him, not it's either him or me. So
Oh, I see what you're saying.
process elimination. Take Tyler out of the equation. There's me.
Yeah, right. Oh, I thought it was like your mom's account though. Which is why
No,
it was.
no.
wow.
Mm-mm.
She used it a lot during the quarantine. Like we actually DoorDashed a shit ton of things. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were getting tons of food. What was like your weirdest experience during all this? Like, what do you think like made you the most uncomfortable?
Oh, I would say by far, coming back to like talk to people. I normally talk to people like online, like with you guys, and I'm
Mhm.
super comfortable with it.
Right.
But meeting strangers has like kind of thrown me through a loop.
Yeah, it's
Like
weird.
I'm kind of just, I don't know. I guess I haven't done it in a long time. So
Right.
my whole like comfortability with it is way off.
I actually went to a bar for the first time like 2 days ago with Brett,
Yeah.
and we were sitting down. There was like 4 drunk girls like going crazy next to us, and it was just so weird to see people again that we don't know, like being out of
Yeah,
our
like,
element.
I know. Like I feel like all this like how fast like it takes a fucking lifetime to know how to socialize with people, and then what 3 months, and now
Right.
I feel like like how do I even say hello anymore?
Dude, you
Yeah.
can't even shake someone's hand. That's the big thing I miss. Like
Yeah.
at work now, you see someone, you're like, "Hello, what's next?"
Yeah,
Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So I went through job interview processes like all virtually.
Mhm.
And honestly, I mean, it's helped me a ton.
I need a tissue. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't had as much nervousness.
he's already fucking fled the podcast.
Oh, yeah, he's
we
already
just get
gone.
back and he fucking got
Um,
nervous.
My allergies are. I mean, look, I've been in the city for 3 months. Come here, there's all this fucking
Yeah, he has corona. My
cum
mom's
all
gonna,
over the place.
my mom's gonna watch. my mom's gonna watch this podcast and be like, "Danny has it.
Yeah,
Danny
he's
has
got it.
Yup, get him the fuck out of here."
but yeah, like the interview process, I'm so much more calmer.
Can I
more
turn
calm?
off the mic so I don't have to?
yeah, you can. I don't know if it'll
Just
fuck
turn
up
away.
the-
You'll probably be fine.
Nah, it's gonna
Um,
definitely fucking go right into that shit.
I'm so much more comfortable sitting in my chair at home interviewing people about a job than I am if I were to like
Oh my!
get dressed up and like go drive 30 minutes
Wait, so you
somewhere.
zoomed all of them?
I pretty
I
much
did too. It was
there's
awesome.
like different apps, but
That's pretty sick.
It was the best fucking interview.
they probably can't hear you, Danny.
Sorry. Well,
Looks like you just
God.
wiped your snot on your glasses.
You might have.
I think you
Maybe
folded
I
it.
did.
Anyway, you said what'd you say is the best process you've had?
Yeah, it was the best. Interviewing over Zoom, I did get the job too, which is cool. But
Congrats. I did
it's just
as
like
well.
yeah, like you said, like you just have to be there. Like you don't have to fucking dress up really. You just show up on your computer and then you're done. You're back home. It's
Right.
fucking great.
I feel like we
There's
have to do an
no-
update on like everyone.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a new chair for Danny. That's the
Start it
first
off.
update.
Now I'm gonna say, I like the chair, but I can't really lean back, and I feel like my gut is just really fucking
Accentuated.
popping out.
I feel like it's a king's chair though. Like
It is a king's chair, but look at that.
Is your butt all the way back?
Yes, but I have a giant ass, so
Right.
that's what it is.
I don't know. Maybe you just gotta stiffen your back up a little bit. Yeah, you
My
can't.
tits are
You
fucking out
can't
a little
lean
bit.
back. You know
My tits, I mean, and you know what's really sad?
what?
I gained all that weight back.
Oh yeah.
come
Yeah,
on,
since
dude.
quarantine, yeah. So I'm back to square one. This
Well,
sucks.
I think you want a closer mic, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This sucks.
it does. I mean, I think you easily can go back onto your fasting plan that you were doing.
Yeah, and I already did. But
Actually, I can't
it's
really
just
judge you
annoying.
because I lost like all of my workout like
Right.
Mhm.
potential.
I totally
guess.
relate
Not potential.
with you.
Yeah.
I've gained about 5 or 6 pounds, which like obviously is not very much.
Mhm.
But the problem is like I was losing muscle simultaneously.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the same weight, but I was like in really good shape and now I'm not. So I just
I've-
kept the same weight.
I've
but
been
Yeah.
as sedentary as possible, and I've gained only
too.
5 pounds.
I literally I went weeks with just getting up out of bed, going right to my fucking chair, and then that was my whole day.
Same.
Yeah,
I drank way too much
So-
during quarantine.
yeah. Troy,
Oh
Troy was
yeah,
getting
you
drunk
did.
all
Yeah,
the time.
you
at the
drank a
very
lot.
beginning.
I didn't drink at all.
Yeah, dude, I was just getting on like late night gaming and just like I literally would fall asleep on my couch in my basement, wake up, go to my chair, go upstairs, grab like 6 or 7 seltzers
Mhm.
and
And
like,
come down and just
and
drink
have a
them all.
Grey Goose bottle next to my desk and just fucking get drunk at like most nights.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It was fun though. Like I didn't think it was a problem because I was really doing it just to like get drunk with the boys. So
Yeah, as long as you go back to normal, it's
oh
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very non-addictive personality. I think I've said that before.
Mm.
But
Yeah, I just, I'm a person who like goes to the gym when it's nice out.
Mhm.
And so we've missed so many days now where it's been really nice out and I have not gone because the gyms are closed and they
Right.
probably won't be like comfortably open.
they just reopened
For a
but
while. They-
I'm
yeah.
not fucking going
Dude,
there.
they might be open, but there's no chance I'm going back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Everything's starting to spike again.
No,
in
yeah.
certain
Who's gonna go to
areas.
the gym? Like, I shouldn't say anymore, but like, not until like this time next year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Dude,
When-
Florida and Texas cases are like
they're back. They're like
Yeah.
back to square one over there.
pretty much.
Yeah, Texas had to reclose everything and mandatory masks and
Mhm.
shit. It's fucked up, dude.
Have you seen that the clip of the town hall meeting in Florida?
No, I didn't see it.
It's a
Oh, with
mess.
the Karens.
Yes,
Oh,
with
yeah.
a bunch of
Karens.
Karens.
Yeah, I heard about
Oh,
that.
Fuck the Karens, dude.
It's kind of concerning.
if you're a
you ask
Karen who
me.
watches this, leave.
I don't think we have any Karens. We've
Good.
definitely pushed away many Karens by what we talk about.
Yeah.
Well, if this is your first episode and you're a Karen, fuck off. We don't want you.
Yeah, true. Get the fuck out of here.
We don't care. We only have 53 subscribers. We don't need your 54th subscriber.
Yeah.
True.
Don't care.
But yeah, so they're pretty much talking about how they won't be forced to wear masks. It's like in affecting their breathing. They're like, how do you expect us to just only inhale CO2?
Okay, go die. If you want to die from
Right,
this, just
right.
Yeah, right.
It's like, really? You only think that
So
you're
dumb.
breathing in CO2 from that?
And
Like,
it's like, yeah, I want to go back to normal. It's like, yeah, like no, we want it like this. Like, come on,
right.
we all have to fucking do this shit, bitch.
One of them, yeah, one of them was like, you're inhibiting God's
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
creation of breathing. I'm like, I guess that's one way to put it, huh?
Idiots.
Dude,
we'll see what
it's
happens though. I mean,
not cool.
We
hopefully,
deserve this. We deserve
Hopefully
this.
we
We
get back to
deserve
normal
this,
at some
yeah.
point.
A little bit.
We deserve this.
I
Put shit
agree.
in, get shit out.
I've talked to many people who work in like pharmaceuticals, and they're all in like high alert, and they aren't going back till like next year. They said Merck.
Wow.
3 people that worked at
Holy
Merck.
shit.
They said they have no plan of going back until next year.
What does that mean? They're just, how could they work for a pharmaceutical
working from
company
home.
and
I don't-
not? Oh, they're working from home.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
One does commercial vaccines, like selling, so
Yeah.
he doesn't really have to be there. He doesn't develop vaccines, so
Cool.
he said, yeah, they're not going back. And then when they came to my dealership to get a car, they were just like hyper sanitizing, so like wiping down all the doors and shit. Like, we already do it, like most of
Yeah.
it, but they.
I'd be
extra
surprised
precaution.
to see when schools go back. Because I'm under the impression that schools are probably going to stay virtual in the fall.
Yeah, I actually like with my job now. I work with mostly school districts. Most of them, as of right now, are planning to open back up.
Yeah.
Really?
I've heard
Mhm.
plan to open back up, but like a lot of restrictions. So I know for one school I heard about that they're not allowed to have like roommates for dorms. It's going to be
Mhm.
individual rooms. So I don't know how that's going to work with
Right.
how many
So,
rooms
wow.
they're going to have, but sounds wild.
Yeah,
You go from 4 people in a room to 1. How are you going to fucking? I guess they're going to have less students coming, accepting less students.
I guess maybe they'll do something where a lot of schools that have branch campuses will allow students to pay less in tuition to go to branch campuses.
Mhm.
And they'll probably offer cheaper tuition. I know someone at Drexel who's taking 40% discounted credits because they're online,
Mhm.
which I think they're going to do with a lot of people. I think a lot of schools are going to try and convert to like an online base
And a lot
I
of them
think so,
are.
too.
I think a lot of them are going to let people be off campus housing right away, like first year.
first year.
Yeah, before it was you
Probably.
have to be in the dorms. Now,
Yeah, just such a scam, but whatever.
it is a scam.
was it? Which was the scam? The dorms.
Yeah. I'm
Oh, yeah.
forcing people to go on the dorms the first year. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
I
stupid.
get
It's just so
the
you pay
point of
more.
it. Right. I get
Yeah.
that they try and sell it with like, oh, this is how you meet people and get involved in shit. But like, dude, you don't have to live on campus to join a club.
It's pretty much
Right.
locking you down on like a rent that you can't really negotiate.
Yep.
pretty
Yeah,
much today.
exactly.
Like a
Yep.
really expensive rent too.
Yeah,
Extremely
because it's like
expensive.
I guess
rent.
that they're just like, yeah, we got to cover our like.
Isn't board for
our
some schools
overhead
like
here, so-
like over 10 grand?
Yeah, I paid I think 11 or 12 for
So that's
Penn
almost
State.
$1,000 a month for.
Yeah, when I went to
for a
Penn State,
year. You're not
for
going
one
for a year,
semester
so
Nuts.
was
more than that.
about $1,200
A
for one
month?
semester.
That's crazy.
They
man.
they bundle it in with your food plan.
I meant to say $12,000.
And you're paying half now, pretty much, right? You're paying half.
yeah. I
You're paying
another-
you're paying half
yeah.
right now, and you're living in a place that's how much nicer than that,
Yeah, compared to then.
Jesus, man.
dude?
Are you
Danny's
all
just
right?
Dying.
It's my allergies. I'm fine. It's just like, whew.
Why up here and not at home? Don't you have the
trees and
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah, but don't you have the window
He's in
open down
the
there?
city, dude.
No.
Oh,
Windows always closed. He's like, I've got no fresh air in 6 months.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fresh air bullshit. Overrated. Oh my god. Ugh.
It
Look
is nice
look
to-
how gross he is with that tissue. Mm.
Look, man. Like I don't know what to tell you. This is how it is. You know.
This is life.
It's just how it is now. You're just always going to be
how it
gross.
do. And all this George Floyd shit. Oh my god, man. The world is falling apart so fast.
I feel like it was just the perfect storm for shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I
for
mean,
all
it's
this
just like,
shit.
well, in a weird way, it's like, yeah, I buy that all this is happening now.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody, like with coronavirus, everybody's just like so fucking tired of everything. And
Well, everyone has time too. Everyone had time to
Everybody has
go out
time
and
to
do it and
protest.
protest.
and build
Yeah.
up their anger. Yeah, I
Exactly.
don't know about
And
you
that's the other-
guys.
right,
I
building
think
their
I
anger,
think
yeah.
being inside like just naturally makes me angry.
Dude, look what happened to Peter.
Yeah,
Peter's
Yeah,
a
you
fucking-
become like a keyboard warrior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's easier to be pissed off and type whatever you want.
I haven't been on my
Right.
computer in like a week, and I think it's helped a lot. Like I've actually went out, and now everyone's opening back up. It feels like normal-ish. I mean,
yeah.
the mask thing is
The
still
mask
really
thing
weird.
is so annoying.
I'm totally over masks. I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
am
think
too.
everyone is.
not in the sense that I'm not wearing one, but in the sense where I'm like, this is whatever. Everyone's
Mhm.
got to wear it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't affect me.
Oh, like that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I'm
For me,
like
it
just tired of
sucks,
wearing
and
them, to be
I
honest.
hate
Feels
it. Well,
weird.
well, because like at my work, like if I'm doing a lot of shit
Yeah.
and I'm outside a lot and it's hot, it's like you're just suffocating, dude.
Are those
Right.
schools that you said you're
But I'm not a Karen.
True? I mean, you're still
I'm
wearing a
cool
mask.
with it. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Are those schools that you're working with in PA?
They're all over the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, so what do you guys really do? Danny got a new job. We established that.
I do I am developing a customer service department and implementation department for this company that makes like smart clocks. So it allows people to clock in and out. But they mostly only work with school districts because the program they use is designed for school
so
districts.
for teachers? Before?
Teachers, like staff, cleaning staff, cooking staff, all that
Okay.
kind of stuff.
Cool. I feel like that's always been an issue at a lot of places, clocking in and out. Because my work,
Yeah,
the
I guess
clocking in and
so.
out sucks.
Mhm.
Maybe we could get something.
Yeah, maybe.
So wait, how does it work? Like, what is the?
I mean, honestly, like, so I only work with like the hardware of it, like my company does. So we don't really work with the software, but the hardware is like we build like depending on what they need. Like we can build proximity scanners, we can build barcode
cool.
scanners, we can build
I feel like proximity
fingerprint
ones are
scanners,
really cool.
which obviously the fingerprint scanners are like not going to be sold anytime soon. But
Right.
yeah, that's what we do.
That's awesome.
That's
I've always
wild.
thought about that, a clock-in thing, like proximity clocking in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Then you don't have to think about it, and you don't mess up.
right.
So what's like is there a radius of how far
For what?
for proximity? So like,
Oh no,
If you
I
leave
meant
work-
like it's like more of an RFID card.
oh, okay,
Like you
okay.
just-
Oh,
I thought you meant.
gotcha.
It'd be really
Yeah,
cool
no,
if you
yeah.
could just walk
Mhm.
into work and just like some kind of scan that you.
You just knew.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you could do a lot of people are doing like geomapping,
Geofencing.
Geofencing, yeah. So you can just like walk in. Technically, you could.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna mute him every time. Just like mute.
Yeah, just-
That'd be really funny. Like, and make a weird noise there. Let's put some fucking. What should we put in
like
there?
so, I can't even describe it. Oh God.
Just like an elephant.
I was like
noise.
this yesterday too.
yeah.
Do that.
So update with me. I just I finished my job at working at a school district over in New Jersey,
Mhm.
which by the way has been like the hot zone for coronavirus since they're so close to New York.
Mhm.
I don't see them opening in New Jersey in the fall, but we didn't get any word of it, so it's kind of like a case by case basis, you know.
Yeah.
So I finished with them, and I literally just got hired last week.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh
Keep going,
God!
keep going.
I just got hired last week doing more customer service essentially, but for a company. So loud. But essentially doing outsourcing. Like this is an IT company that outsources other IT departments.
Okay.
So they have a ton of different positions available. But the first 6 months I'm contracted under like a separate employer, and then afterwards, Danny's currently sneezing in the other room, and it's a
So
very
loud.
echoey room.
I've actually heard someone do that before, where she started at like a small company and then did work for a main company that I don't know how it worked, but
Yeah.
some kind of contract thing, and then
Yeah.
she could switch over to the main company
Yep.
after the fact.
That's the goal. Is they're looking for someone who's intending to work for them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So they have all like full intentions of after my contract's done to be looking at other positions and training for those.
Yeah.
So hopefully that all works out. It seems like they have a decent amount of positions. I mean, who knows what's available in 6 months, but it seems like they'll have
There's
it.
something available now. It's crazy.
Well,
Most companies
it's
are.
kind of like the opposite with IT, especially now that we're all going virtual. They just need
Yeah.
so much support. They need so much manpower.
I'm
for
sure
all
Zoom
these-
had to hire like a 4,000,
Oh,
100
I
million
can't even
people.
imagine how many engineers they hired for like their server team.
And
Oh
how
my
many
gosh.
servers they had to get? How many
Yeah.
new servers? Because they probably
Unbelievable.
crashed so many times.
Yeah. Are you better now, Danny?
You know what? It would be rude. I'm not gonna eat.
Okay.
I'm hungry, but I'm not gonna eat.
It's probably a good call.
Yeah. Like
just-
nobody wants to-
yeah, just scarfing down his little burrito, just like that.
yeah, I want to eat. That's all right. I mean, I'll have a cold burrito.
My mount is heavy as fuck.
Oh, is it? Oh shit, yeah, real weighted.
No.
So I was thinking how nutty it's been the past few months of how we've Fuck you, you're not sneezing. Yeah, I'm gonna make you laugh until you
go.
yeah.
Show's gotta go on. Man. Come on.
Yeah, right. So we've escalated from starting with coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
Leading into, I guess, tons of civil unrest and protests. Now we're coming into a lot of people getting exposed for like the Me Too movements having a comeback, but in entirely different industries. So YouTubers and live streamers, they're getting completely canceled. Like everyone's finding their old shit, digging up everything, and
Dude,
bring it up against
that shit
them.
pisses me off sometimes. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's nuts.
remember the
Right,
James
yeah.
Gunn thing?
Yeah.
that
was
insane.
like the
that
worst.
Was insane.
The cool part, you know about that?
Yeah.
The cool part about that was all of the actors for Guardians of the Galaxy were
Like,
like,
fuck
we're
this.
going on
Yeah.
strike and not doing the movie if he's not directing it.
Right.
So then they had to bring him back, which is it's almost like the Tyler One situation. I know this is really
Right.
random, but
What happened with him?
Tyler One, when he got banned for being toxic on League, because he was so popular, it pretty much just and because like a lot of people watched him play League of Legends
Yeah.
in the game, they're like, oh, well, let's just bring him back, even though he has done worse than every person who's ever got their account banned.
He had several accounts permanently banned because
Several's an understatement.
Yeah,
He is
several
toxic,
literally
but-
is an understatement. But yeah, extremely toxic. He would like be the kind of guy to like intentionally feed throw games because people would like take.
Someone would
One
say
or
a
two
word to him,
CS.
and he would just leave the game.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I'm
really
out.
bad. So he went on like I think it was 2 or
2 years.
3 years where he was permanently banned from League. Like he was IP banned. He couldn't
Mhm.
make any more accounts. And then after they took that away, because he like protested and like petitioned for himself to like be reformed. Like that was like his new
He
his
made
new
t-shirts.
brand was that he was reformed. So they eventually lifted the ban, and he was able to play again, but he couldn't stream. He wasn't able to make content about it. He just played. So there was like another full year where he was just playing, but he wasn't able to like upload anything.
I think he was always able to play, just not on stream. There was no way.
Oh,
for them
maybe
to track
that's what it
Yeah,
was?
there's no way for them to
I
track
don't-
it.
maybe he didn't get IP banned.
No, he did. It was just no. So he got IP banned originally, but if you just have a you can get other IP addresses. It doesn't
Right,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. So he was playing off stream and like building accounts. Then he actually quit for a while because he was like, I can't stream it, so I
Right.
can't make money.
He can't
off
make
this.
money.
So,
So that was a
and then
big
he
thing
stopped
for him.
streaming for a long time because he didn't want to stream anything but League.
And his comeback was huge. His comeback was insane. He brought
Yeah.
like a ton of new followers on board. Now he's streaming to 20, 30,000 people like
And
every
he
single
played
night he's
at
on.
Riot's facilities, which is the
Yeah. Oh,
craziest
they
thing
brought him
ever.
to like LCS. They bring him
God
for
damn.
like they
Yeah.
bring him on stage for shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a thing. It's like because I have an old account that got banned.
Mm.
I typed in like how to get unbanned from League of Legends a while ago, and it's like, oh, have 30,000 viewers live,
Right.
and be toxic and say you're reformed.
Yeah, right.
It's like so
Nuts.
you're not getting it pretty much.
Yeah. So now we have these YouTubers who have had like debatable they've had like controversial content on their pages. Good example of the two that I know about that just happened were Jenna Marbles and Shane Dawson.
Mhm.
So Jenna Marbles had like an old video where she like made a parody song. And there's like a line where she basically makes fun, I guess makes fun of a Chinese person.
Mhm.
She's already made like apology videos and privated all these videos, blah, blah, blah. But there's still people who are like reminding people and like bringing it back up. So she got like really upset about it and basically just like quit YouTube.
Holy shit.
Like straight up just done. Like she's one of the biggest content creators on there right now. And she's like, yeah, I'm indefinitely done with YouTube.
See, I feel like if you don't, she must have had another reason. Like she probably didn't want to make YouTube videos anymore or something. Because I feel like if you're a YouTube person, you're gonna get so much hate from a couple people. If you can't take that, like you have millions of people that watch you.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, like she's been on the platform like as long as Ryan Higa. I don't know if you guys remember
No
who that is. If I said his YouTube channel, you would recognize it because he used to make the how to be a ninja videos, how to be a gangster video.
Oh,
really?
Jesus
I'll show them too
Christ.
if you don't remember them. But
I think I
the
do
dude's been
remember
on the
those.
channel or on the platform for like 11 or 12 years.
Yeah.
So Jenna's been on there just as long. I think she's seen her fair share of hate, and her full apology video was just like, yeah, my intention is never to offend or like hurt anyone. And if my content's going to do that, regardless of the intention I put it out with, then I'm done, is pretty much what she was saying. So she's indefinitely quit. Shane Dawson, his whole thing was with him sexualizing Willow Smith. Do you remember Will
Jade.
Smith's youngest? I think it's his youngest daughter.
I
She
think it
used
is,
to
yeah.
make music. There's like an old clip of him like
Mhm.
sexualizing her, and now Jaden, who has a huge following, and Jada Pinkett Smith have called him out on Twitter.
isn't that his mom, right?
Yeah.
Kate Smith,
Yeah, she's also very famous.
YouTube person too.
And they just like bashed him. They're like, "This is disgusting. I can't believe you do something like this." And he's just
It's like,
not.
dude, people make mistakes from a long time ago. Of course, it's wrong, but like as long as they've like made right by it, I feel like
Right.
it's. And it depends what it is. Like obviously, if it's really far and like you can't recover from it, then like fuck you.
Yeah.
But like certain things, it's like, come on, like give someone another chance.
I can't speak
Yeah.
on behalf of Shane, but I know Jenna's like made countless like apology videos from like all of the shit that's gone on. I mean, if you were to like watch her content today, you'd be like, yeah, she clearly has learned from that and is making. She's like an entirely different path now. It didn't even cross my mind. So now people
Ridiculous.
are bringing it up and trying to make a big deal about it.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
Oh, the recent one, the Flash. Do you know the guy who stretches? What's his name? Fuck, my phone on me. Damn it.
like
I don't know.
the actor that plays
Yeah, the
Plastic
actor-
Man.
Yes,
I mean I've never seen the show.
he
but-
got canceled. He's off the show.
Really?
For saying certain things on social media. Yeah, he tweeted
Wow.
some stuff, but it was back in like 2016, and now he just got kicked
Yeah,
off the
that's
show.
tough, man.
It's happening.
Imagine the
I'll try
shit
to
on
find
us.
it,
I mean, I find it funny that so long ago when the internet started getting big, like Facebook, for example, parents made it pretty clear. They're like, hey, anything that you put on the internet will stay there forever.
Right.
I feel like people didn't make that clear back then.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was like the start of when like no one knew. Like no one was like, okay, this could affect my life or in the future. I think nowadays it's like easy to know that. Like everyone's like, fuck, like I see all these people getting in trouble. Before it was like the start of the social media era, and I think no one really knew, so people posted whatever they wanted. And now it's gonna come back to haunt them.
Really?
So we got caught in a weird fucking time where like
I think you're too far from your
when
mic, dude.
when we started using the internet, like we were sort of on the end of when everything was pretty anonymous. And then, like
I
if you think
guess.
about it, like we had MySpace. What was before that? There was something before MySpace that I can't remember. But we've had all these like social media platforms come up, and it's like this weird dynamic where it's like, are we going to be anonymous or are we going to be are we going to have our name out there? You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
we were in a weird age now. I don't think it's possible to be anonymous truly
No.
anymore.
It's
Maybe like 4chan, some 4chan shit, but like other than that, I don't think so.
when I first made my Facebook account years and years and years ago. It was the end of 6th grade. My mom like explicitly told me, she's like, you need to remember that like anything you put on there will always be on there. And I was like, okay, whatever. had no intentions of like bringing any crazy shit up on there. But I think that the issue has become that people are so comfortable on these platforms. Like I think at first Troy's right. I think people weren't really thinking about it. You know, they weren't also making crazy claims on these platforms. No one was comfortable enough to just shout out their opinion or their statement on things because they just didn't think it mattered, you know? But nowadays we have official remarks on things coming out on Twitter. We have Mixer, who just closed down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Huge. We can go into that.
Wait,
we can go into that for a second.
Hartley Sawyer was the guy's name who got.
Oh, you found it?
Ever seen him?
Maybe.
I'll try to
I
find
don't recognize him off the bat. But let's take, for example, Mixer closing down. Their only official statement was on Twitter.
Really? Is it?
Yep. Jeez. That's how it was informed. The content creators didn't get a heads up. We'll go into that in a sec. But it's nuts to think that Twitter's like an official form of posting information. Mm-hmm. So you have now a platform that was initially made for just anybody to say their opinion about random shit. You know, like my bubblegum tastes horrible. I don't know. You know, it's Twitter. It was only 140 characters.
Right.
But now we have official statement. You know, it has more like concreteness to it.
Yeah.
So that, you know, everyone's got a platform technically. So people are now more outspoken. They're more comfortable on the platform to say crazy, wild things. And now everyone is paying attention to it. So more and more followers and people are absorbing all this shit information that sometimes people put out.
Also, I think our identity is like so tied to like the internet nowadays that I almost find it weird. Like, for example, like I feel like sometimes usually when I meet up with like Sam or even Sean, I feel like I'm not like the same as I am online with them. It's like because like most of my interaction in our lifetime has been over the internet, like with specifically Sam and Sean. Mm-hmm. And it's like I feel like when we're in person, like I guess we're still good friends, but like
you got it more than
I don't really talk to you as much or something, or like we don't like it's for some reason like I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like when I talk to you sometimes in person versus online, like sometimes we just don't talk because we don't know what to say. But online, I don't feel like in person, but like online, I feel like we could talk fucking all day.
Really?
You know, do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Weird like thing about being online.
So I would say that I know what you're saying, but I think it's different in person because I've come to find that I can sit around with my friends and kind of just do nothing, and it's totally like nothing triggers in my head where I'm like, oh, this is awkward, this is weird or something.
Yeah,
I agree.
And it's kind of like being in their presence is kind of just like, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's kind of as if there was like a physical conversation going on versus we're on Discord or something. It's kind of just an audio, like it's a digital conversation.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because like there's no physical cues about anything, and
So think about when you're online and we're not talking. Chances are you're paying attention to something else, video, stream, game, whatever it is, and it's filling in that blank.
Right.
So you're
all the time.
You're not constantly paying attention to the silence that comes on.
Right.
Whereas in person, you're not watching, you're not always, you know, but you're not consuming something else while like sitting around other people.
Yeah, right.
I think that's kind of the difference.
Yeah.
I hate people who like need to have conversation when you're hanging out. Like
Me
you
too.
force it because then you know it's forced.
Right.
There's a kid at my work we just like hired recently. Never stops talking, dude. Like
that is
it's just forceful talking. I'm like, dude, please.
I like calling people out for that shit.
Nah, he's like,
and not in like an offensive way, but when you ever notice when there's an awkward silence and people go awkward.
Oh, that's cringe.
A, that's very cringe. B, it's only awkward because you're saying it's awkward. Like, fuck, if you would just like get your thoughts together before the next conversation comes
like,
up.
They're in their head, they're going fucking nuts.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like people like us are like, okay, well, this is fine. And then suddenly they're like, oh, this is fucking awkward, isn't it? Oh, fuck, man.
How would you
it's like he's new to
take
it. Can you lower
the
the chair or no?
What?
Can you lower the chair maybe?
No, I tried to.
Take it off the stand. Now he's comfy.
He's making so many noises.
Now lean back. You got it.
Oh, boy. Jesus
Just throw
Christ.
him fucking grounded.
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, no, like, I mean, I don't even know what I was talking about.
People going crazy in their head about.
Oh, yeah, like people that are like, that need to like, that say like, oh, this is awkward, isn't it? Or like a gay baby was just born or some dumb shit. It's
I
like,
remember that.
My God, would you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
This is okay. People don't have to talk all the time.
Yeah.
In the same space.
Danny, how's your stand-up comedy thing going?
Yeah, as soon as that started, fucking the world ended. So, so that's not happening, I guess.
You thought about starting it, and it's like the world told
yeah,
me
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a message right there.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well.
How about you find something else?
Yeah. Trust me,
You're not funny.
It's not this.
Damn.
So, yeah.
You know one thing I miss? seeing movies.
I miss that too.
Going and seeing a movie
I
at
really
theater.
do miss that. Yeah.
I really like movie theater viewing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've always imagined when I was like in my mid 60s or 70s that like my fun thing is going to be to go to movie theaters and
Yeah.
just watch movies.
That's so funny because do you know guy who I used to work for?
Yeah.
Employer. Yeah. That's what he does. Like he just
That's all
chills
he
out in
does?
Florida and just goes and watches movies like almost like he sees every movie that's like in theaters.
That's
pretty
great.
Much. Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty sweet.
I don't blame him. It's just, I don't know. It's really great. It's like a fucking perfect
It's a nice,
like,
relaxing thing.
theater
and, like,
environment. You know?
I feel like we go just enough. Like we don't like when everything was open. Obviously.
when everything's
Yeah, right.
open.
Like
right.
we weren't going too much.
we
We're not, like,
I mean, we only went for the big movies anyway.
yeah, like
Yeah.
ones that we were
Which at the
interested in,
time,
which
like
is-
Marvel movies coming out every fucking day. So
Like, I feel like we don't go just to see a random movie that we don't know about. Like, usually we'll go because we like heard of something and we're like, oh, that sounds sick.
yeah,
Let's
Yeah.
definitely go see that.
Yeah.
I don't just go watch movie trailers all day.
yeah, right.
So yeah, do you guys want to get into the mixer talk?
Yeah, that's
sure.
wild,
I find
wild.
it
30
crazy.
mil?
Yeah. Well, that was
Ninja.
Ninja's contract. Shroud's, I believe, was 10.
Hey, they're all cashed
But they cashed
yeah.
out.
Oh, less than a year, and they cashed out. They got all their money.
So they didn't have to go to Facebook forcefully. 'Cause I know
No.
they're
No,
merged
they
or
don't.
something.
That's what I was going to say is the weirdest part
don't
of
have to
all
go.
of this is that they merged with Facebook Gaming.
Yeah.
How would Microsoft
Well,
just
Microsoft
sell it off to
just
Facebook?
probably just gave it to, or not gave it to them.
They weren't
sold
making
it.
money. That has to be it.
Like
There's no
Facebook
chance.
probably just needed like I don't know. I don't really understand it either. But I think at the end of the day, Microsoft just wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because Mixer
for
was
sure.
going nowhere.
Yeah. So I know why they sold it. Their viewer count was lower than any other competitor. There was like two.
Right.
I knew it was like obviously lower than Twitch, Facebook Gaming, YouTube Gaming.
YouTube's getting good. YouTube's
YouTube,
getting
yeah,
big.
yeah. YouTube's probably right behind Twitch.
Mhm.
But there was like two other platforms that I had never even heard of that were getting more monthly viewership than Mixer was.
Really?
Which is when you buy off two of Twitch's like top contenders and you're still getting low numbers, that's really bad. Like when
Yeah.
Shroud would go offline, all like half of Mixer's viewership went down.
Yeah.
Doesn't Do You TV have like a shit ton of viewers?
Yes, YouTube has a
No,
really.
no, Do You TV is
Oh,
like
Do
the
You?
Chinese one. Remember, like you always see people at Do You TV.
I
And then their
don't
name.
recognize it.
Oh well, I'll look it up. I'll try to figure that out. But I'm pretty sure that it's like the biggest streaming site in
Wow,
China.
that's probably like
Goddamn.
they probably bought a Zubu TV. Remember they used to be a big
Oh,
stream.
yeah, they used to be really big.
That,
yeah.
that was like all
Zubu
of
Fire or whatever it was.
China's like gaming streaming was all
Yeah.
done through a Zubu.
Hmm.
Crazy,
That is wild though, dude. Cashing out that much for doing nothing, pretty much.
Nothing. They didn't do jack shit.
right? I think everyone can agree that Shroud and Ninja made out good, but think of all of the small streamers who like had everything on Mixer. They were like, starting up their 100, 200 viewers and then gone. Like Mixer didn't even tell these people.
Yeah.
They announced it through Twitter. That's
Yeah.
how they found out.
So wait, what would you do in that case if your channel gets shut down like that? Like, you have to
so-
pray you to social media that can fucking
Yeah,
put people out of
exactly.
So I was I think what the thing is like you have to branch out. I think they have a full month before Mixer like goes
Oh, it's still up?
offline. But that gives all of these people enough time to be like, hey, we're going to Twitch, hey, we're going to YouTube, whatever it is. And I saw a great tweet from not Dr. Beast. We can talk about Dr.
Dr.
Disrespect.
Disrespect, yeah.
Oh my god.
But I saw a tweet from Mr. Beast that was like, this is why you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like you can't solely stream you can't only be on one platform these
Isn't
days.
he only on YouTube pretty much?
No. He's on YouTube, he's on Twitter, he's on Instagram, he's on TikTok.
Oh yeah, okay, I got
And
you.
he's got a huge merch line. Like the dude's already blown up. He can go
He's
anywhere. He
fine.
can make his own branches right away.
Mhm.
But all of these people who are starting up who literally only have Mixer, like they should be promoting other ways to go because
Yeah.
that way if a site randomly shuts down,
Right.
they don't lose everything. You have to branch out your brand. It's all about branding nowadays.
That's true.
Yeah. Can't you stream on Mixer? Well, at the time, not anymore. But like, couldn't you stream at the same time, like on Twitch and YouTube and all that
You mean be on both platforms at
yeah.
once?
with one stream?
They made rules
Couldn't you
on
do
it.
that through OBS or something?
You used
No,
to be able
I
to,
think
then
Streamlabs?
they changed it so like Twitch would say in their partnership things you couldn't stream while streaming like on Twitch like at the
Yeah.
same time. They made a rule. Like most stream sites made a rule on it.
Yeah.
I know when I got the Twitch affiliate thing, whatever, not the full on partner. But
Yeah.
the affiliate, it said like you had to like check off you can't stream at the same time as something else.
Right.
And almost everyone's an affiliate who has any followers. So.
Right. But yeah, it's
Yeah, man.
pretty wild that they would do something like that.
Yeah, doctor.
I know. And the weird thing about it, like right before we get to that, was a lot of people thought that like the reason they did that was for Halo. Like,
What?
yeah. So everybody thought that the whole strategy was like we're gonna pay them to pretty much play Halo a lot, like when the new one comes out,
Mm.
which made a lot of sense because it was
Right.
on their platform and they paid them all this money.
Yep.
There's probably some contractual thing like, hey, you got to play Halo. But now that that obviously is not going to happen, like, is like the whole marketing campaign for Halo fucked or what? Like,
Probably.
I don't know. I've already heard some not so great takes on the new Halo coming out.
Really?
yeah, I don't know.
Because people are like,
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's probably just gonna be a remastered. You know,
Well, I hated the last one. I didn't like it. It
remastered
felt like
they've been
fucking
getting.
sucked.
Well, it was too much like Call of Duty. It was like it didn't have
Yes,
that Halo feel.
exactly.
Like that
I agree.
floaty. I don't know how to
Right.
explain it. Like,
There's
I
like a more like when you're playing Halo 3, like you're like a lumbering fucking giant.
should be more
know what I mean?
alien,
They're like,
alien type like
Right.
floating shit. Like your jump used to be so high. Remember that?
Yeah,
It was
oh,
great.
yeah.
And it was like you
Yeah.
could do like really cool like parkour almost in certain maps.
Mhm.
That I don't know.
I haven't
Nice,
played
man.
since ODST, so I haven't been
Oh, wow.
in the game in a long
Were the
time.
custom maps
Yeah.
as good on Halo 5?
Not really.
No, because Halo
I mean,
3 custom
I shouldn't say that. Forge was really good, but like they never released any like substantial map packs.
Halo 3
So,
custom
like,
was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That was like the peak of Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so Dr. Disrespect, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier with like the whole Me Too thing. We have, I mean, it's only grouped into this because he's getting kicked off, you know, he's getting canceled.
Yeah.
The thing is no one knows why.
Even him.
Even him.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he posted something the other day that was like Twitch has banned you for like unannounced reasons because of something with their TOS.
I heard that maybe
Ridiculous.
apparently he might have been trying to start his own streaming platform.
Really?
Is what I heard somewhere. And like that would, and so like he had just signed something with Twitch.
Okay.
So he couldn't, I mean, obviously you can't like, you couldn't stream anywhere else.
Yeah.
So the fact that he had just signed something with Twitch and then now he was like thinking about maybe developing it or something, I'm not really sure.
I have the tweet.
But
here.
I think it's a legal issue. Well, yeah, what's the tweet?
He said, Champions Club. Twitch has not notified me on the specific reason behind their decision. Firm handshakes to all for the support during this difficult time.
Like
fuck
they
happened?
just haven't let him know.
I feel like if you're a partner, though, you should at least like
Dude, he's
talk to
huge.
them first. Like have a Twitch.
When Shroud and Ninja were gone, I think he was the biggest, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Even though they never
questionably.
put his ass on front page.
I think lately, before there was a solidified like number one. Now I think Shroud, Summit, Doctor, even Tyler One gets tossed in there sometimes when he has like his peak viewers
Asmongold is huge.
It
too.
always, I was going to say, it always
Yeah.
depends on who's doing what.
and what
Yeah.
games are out and what they're
Right.
playing.
So
yeah.
like Valorant's drop, we saw Summit subscribers
the
go up to
fuck
like
off.
85,000
Yeah.
people.
he was even getting tons of views on Sea of Thieves. Like
85,000 people subscribing to him.
That's insane.
He had over 200,000 people watching him at one point because of
Yeah.
the drops.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was absolutely wild.
I miss Shroud on Twitch because like
Yeah.
I can't get into Mixer's platform. It
Me
wasn't,
neither.
It wasn't right.
It's just not as user friendly.
It's
Yeah.
not as user friendly. It's just like there's like a weird bubbliness to it. You know
and
what I'm
the
saying?
Prime,
Like,
the Amazon Prime thing really just took off Twitch.
Right.
Like I feel like that's
Yep.
I feel like they
Right.
have a kind of monopoly on the streaming industry besides maybe YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
it's close, but
Yeah.
I feel like no matter who tries to make a streaming platform, it's gonna be really hard to pump enough money into
even
it
Microsoft.
to
I mean,
compete.
of all
Yeah,
people,
Yep.
exactly. They tried.
Well,
a company with unlimited money couldn't even do it.
Right. Microsoft has failed many times. At
Amazon
many
has way
other
more
things,
unlimited
so-
money.
Yeah,
though.
they have.
Yeah. Amazon does have more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon can do whatever the fuck they want. I feel like the only person that could do something is maybe like Elon thinks of some crazy streaming platform idea.
Maybe. I was just
Even
going to
him.
say the only other person is like Zuckerberg with Facebook, and clearly it's already been done. So.
Like you have to look at it more about infrastructure than anything else. It's like there's three companies that have all the infrastructure in the world, which is Amazon, Google, and Microsoft.
right.
So like the fact that Microsoft can do it is like
Facebook's up there too, but
Facebook is up there too, but like they're in all sorts of different crocs of shit right now.
yeah.
So
If Facebook made one, like I mean, I know they have one, but it
Yeah.
can't be called Facebook Gaming. Like
I agree.
The thing with the
I
name
don't-
of Facebook has always like put people off. It
Yeah.
brings you back to that like 13, 14-year-old feel.
Yeah,
It just doesn't-
Facebook
was
is
gonna
like, yeah,
say,
it's like a
it's-
nasty thing to it now.
Right.
Like,
As someone who doesn't like, I'm pretty sure I've disabled my Facebook account. I don't want to have to re-enable it just to go watch someone on Facebook Gaming.
yeah.
I don't want to have to use that account to have to watch people
you don't want your
stream.
whole profile and pictures and photos for people to be able to see.
Right.
Just
Yeah,
to go watch
it's
the
like-
video
It's
game.
like, and see, that's exactly what they want. There's no way they would make a separate profile off of Facebook Gaming or platform in order to try and host those people.
Right.
Sure, they might get the people like us who will just go right on, but I know tons of people who casually still go on Facebook and would use Facebook Gaming. They're like, I don't give a shit. Think of, you know how when you sign up for a new account, it goes create account with Google or always right below
Yeah.
it, create account with Facebook.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
just as much of an account hoster as Google is. You know,
Yeah.
they sign in with Facebook and then bam, all their
Yeah.
It is easy though.
Your shit's
Sometimes
synced
like
up.
that's one thing that's nice. I've just started using a lot of the Google sign-in stuff.
Oh
So I
yeah,
use my
Google
one
sign
Google
is
account
great.
to just
Single
sign in with
sign-on.
everything, and it's like You don't have to remember a bunch of passwords and do a bunch of shit. Just push Google, sign in, and you're in.
Yep.
So easy. So that
there's a weird for some weird reason. Like you feel more safe doing like a Google login than like Facebook.
Well, it makes sense because Google is just has a lot of big reputation.
I guess so. Yeah.
Google's been around for fucking ever.
Yep.
So
And they're also not in as much shit as Facebook. I don't even know what they're. And now all I know is like now a bunch of advertisers are boycotting Facebook and all this shit now, and apparently lost like $7 billion.
Oh no!
Right? Do you know they own Oculus Rift?
Yes.
Facebook. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I did
They
know
also
that.
own Instagram. They own a shit ton of things.
Yeah.
My
Instagram I think is not is good though. Instagram is a really good platform.
I think Instagram's owned by Facebook.
It is.
It
That's what I'm
is,
saying.
yeah.
Like Instagram is definitely a better platform than Facebook. It's a similar platform, but it just is way more user friendly.
Yeah, I think that my cousins were telling me that they will refuse to get an Oculus Rift because, excuse me, Facebook has confirmed that they use facial recognition from the data they get from their Oculus Rifts.
Really?
Hello, they're scanning your faces. They're collecting the data on your facial structure.
See, that shit I always don't
So
really get too
weird.
crazy about. Like the same thing to do with Alexa. It's like they voice.
They're always
recognition
listening.
Shit, they're always listening. Like whatever, dude. At this
Supposedly,
point, I
they
want to use my
can't.
cool technology. Like
Supposedly, Alexa can't record. She can just always listen.
so, if someone decided to listen to it while I was listening, you could.
I don't know. I don't know what it's like on their end to be able to pull up that information.
Yeah. I feel like we won't. We might not even be alive when like we even understand like what they could do with that information.
Oh, Sam, I wanted to.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're
That's
saying.
like a far out thing. I think.
I was just going to argue that I am slightly convinced that we will have the option to never die. But what were you just about to say?
Okay, that's a big statement.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'll explain why in a sec.
I wanted to get into the what you said about that painting. Remember with Weinstein and
Oh, yes.
Jeffrey
Yeah,
Jeffrey Epstein
Epstein.
and Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, I always get that.
Well,
what
Weinstein's not in the picture, but it's
okay.
it's from the Epstein documentary. Did you have a question? Or want me just to explain?
No, I just was very intrigued by it.
So in the fairly new Epstein
Let's hope you don't get
documentary,
killed, by the way.
yeah, right. If you guys know, if I die after this shit,
Yeah, right.
you
Fuck it
fucking
is.
know.
Confirmed. It's confirmed.
If we all die, we're gonna die in like a fucking giant bomb or some shit.
Right.
Yeah. So Epstein's documentary, there was one of the victims who at one point was kind of like a personal assistant to Epstein. It wasn't for very long, but she kind of like helped him get more girls into this. He basically ran a pyramid scheme, but with underage girls.
A lot worse than a normal one.
Right. The crazy part that I found, which obviously after you look past all of like the horrible things he's done, there's a very small clip at the like very last episode of it. This victim has a big painting, a big map that she labeled as like the FBI's like treasure map, essentially is what she describes it as. And it's a huge painting, and she has Epstein all the way on the far right. Mind you, the entire documentary is about this one guy, but in the painting, he's not really the main focus. He's off on the side in a UFO being like hoisted up, like basically protected by the government kind of thing. That's how she described
The
it.
one that was caught, pretty much.
Right. So she explains that the big issue here is Gislaine Maxwell, who's his right-hand lady.
Yeah.
She was his girlfriend at one point, and
Right.
then they just became like co-workers kind of thing, and they worked hand in hand. But she was the one who was manipulating all these women and getting them involved and kind of like running the shit show kind of thing.
Yeah.
And right below her is Lex Wessner, the guy who I think he was like involved with a fashion company and something with Victoria's Angels.
I didn't hear anything about any of these two people before until this painting.
Yeah. Right. You would have never heard of these people. But
I
this
thought you were
dude's
gonna
like
say Lex Luthor for a second. I'm like,
this
oh,
dude's
fuck.
like a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
And supposedly he's the same guy who gifted Epstein a mansion. He gifted him like a $77 million home townhouse in New
fuck?
York. Yeah. Just totally gifted him. Right.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Supposedly Epstein was his financier, managed his money. But Epstein was also a billionaire.
$77 million though. Come on, man.
Dude, that's a
Oh,
big
thanks for being my
house.
financial guy. Just take this $77 million house. The fuck?
It's nuts.
Weird, man.
So the painting essentially just depicts the entire thing and shows how all these people were involved and how Epstein was just like some scumbag that got caught that was part of it. And it wasn't really the main problem going on.
Yeah.
And it shows Lex Wessner like connected to all these people. Like on there is Bill Clinton because he went to the island with
Yeah.
Epstein.
He's there a couple times.
There
right?
was Jeff Bezos.
Trump.
Jeff Bezos was on this picture. Trump was on this picture.
Yeah, the elite.
The Bezos one surprised me. That's
Yep.
because he doesn't seem like he's too involved in politics, but
Right.
that's ridiculous. And there's like how many people? 20 people on it?
There's a weird
in
thing.
total, at least 20 people. There's a bunch of angels on there. It's a crazy. I don't even know. I didn't recognize more than 5 or 6 people, but I'm sure the artist can tell you who everyone was.
Yeah, no, there's a weird thing about the elite and like this bizarre thing they have with like
Pedophilia.
and like it's like a power thing. It's
Yeah.
like well, you've made it. Like you can't get more.
You're a billionaire. You can get any woman in the world who's of age.
Right.
Why can't you just fucking?
And it's like
be content
it's like
with
you
that?
have like because that's the thing. Like people don't want to admit it, but like the more money you have, the more power you have.
Of course.
At the end of the day, like I don't want to say we live in a fascist government, but corporations do kind of control the government. So, like
So
I mean, do you know that the major tech companies have a meeting with the president like every 3 months or something?
Yeah.
And they've been doing that for many years, not just like with Trump or anything like that, but like what the fuck could they possibly be talking about?
The amount of money they need.
Right. And
I
it's
mean,
like-
I
it's
can
like-
I can
it's
pull up some
weird,
stuff right
man.
now for you guys afterwards to show you like the list of people who are getting bailed out but not even bailed out because they're fine on money, but are getting stimulus checks.
Yeah.
Amazon, Google, there's pharmaceutical companies on this list.
It's like
So-
dog.
So there was more
Fuck.
to that story of the map, like right. So they're at this island, right? It's like
Yeah.
that's what they're calling it. That's
The
what the picture is.
painting itself is like a 30-second clip at the end of the last episode. Like it's not talked about, not emphasized on. What were you gonna say?
Where
I
was
said, like,
the island?
I remember you explained to me like it was this island that they're luring people to, pretty
Yeah.
much. And you said that you think that they have dirt on all of these people because
Yep.
the whole island is kind of has surveillance of it.
Right.
So what I think, and I think you agree, is that they're using a lot of that to blackmail a lot of the politicians to kind of do what they want and keep them out of trouble.
Yeah.
So that's why with Epstein, it seems like they kind of covered it up easily. Like it was, even if it was he killed himself and they turned all the cameras off so he could do it because he didn't want to rat everyone out anyway.
They dealt with
if
it. That's all they needed to do. Doesn't matter
yeah.
how it was done.
He's going to kill himself no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
either someone was going to kill him or he's going to kill himself, and he was going to somehow do it before he had to tell
he
everyone.
was too caught. He was too red-handed.
Yeah, no, like Epstein either did kill himself. I can't believe we're still. I feel like we haven't even like the past 4 months just never happened.
Right.
Yeah, we're back to it.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
he either did kill himself. I actually do believe he could have killed himself
I think he did as
because the amount of dirt that this court, whoever made him do it, like they must have had so much fucking dirt on this guy. Like, and think about
They
it.
did.
Like,
They did.
everything that we like have found out about him. There's much more.
Yeah.
To that story, and also you know it's fucking nuts. I can't believe it that there's a fucking what is it? Not a fortress, but compound in
Make sure
California.
you're close, Danny.
There's a compound in fucking California. By the way, like a crazy motherfucker that broke the story was Alex Jones because he infiltrated this place.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's a
Really?
place
That's
where
interesting.
it's weird and it's all. This is true. This happened. I forget the place. I forget what it's called, but
Yeah, it's hard
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove.
I know you're going with
Bohemian
this.
Grove.
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
The elite. I'm telling you, like the 1%, the people that run the world are in this weird ass compound. They're all dressed up in robes and shit, and they are worshiping like an owl god.
Yep.
They have like these weird effigies and shit. This happened, and like there's video evidence. You can look it
There
up.
is video evidence,
Really?
and they
like
do a sacrifice
nobody
every
ever
year.
talks about it. And like yeah, they like it's like in lieu of sacrificing, they
What
like
the
burn
fuck?
effigies and shit.
How do we know this is true? Because an Alex Jones story, you never know.
Okay, so the only part that you can pretty much decipher from it is that people acknowledge the existence of Bohemian Grove. There are people who are on the list of having been at Bohemian Grove in the past. Very many famous, obviously, presidents have been there. And the only video that has surfaced that Danny's talking about is from long as fuck ago. Like I want to say like 20 years ago. And it's very low quality, but you can't see like whose faces or what,
You see a
but
bunch
you
of
can
people
get
in
a
robes.
general idea. Oh yeah, everyone's in robes. You can tell that there's an audience that he's sitting with,
Yes.
and they're watching the
Yep.
ritual. You can't obviously
It
you don't
is.
you don't
So
see
how did
the-
Alex Jones get in there?
He snuck in.
He snuck in. It was weird. I don't even know the full story on his end, but he snuck in, and I think he must have gotten his like robes or something, and like just walked around.
So-
and he was secretly recording.
I can tell you that I know that the way I don't know like the logistics of them like driving up kind of thing, but they went really early, like in the morning of the ritual, and they just stayed there until things started coming to be. So he basically, you remember that guy Eric that
Oh,
Troy
yeah,
showed
love
us, who
Eric.
sneaks into big parties.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. You sneak in
Season's
the
super
morning,
early.
you kind of just chill, you wait it out, and then once everything's like,
Yeah,
come
you're already
up,
there.
you're already in. So that's kind of what Alex Jones did. They kind of just explored the Grove, did their thing. And the people who are like the audience members are just dressed nicely. They're not the ones in robes.
Right.
But like everyone who's a part of the service
Yeah.
itself are in robes. Pretty
It's
crazy.
Weird,
man.
dude.
And nobody fucking talked about it, really.
Nope. Well, see, the problem is because someone like Alex Jones
He's the one
brought it to
who-
light.
yeah. They
The
could say
dude's
he's
been
getting
literally
set up
canceled
whole
off the
thing,
internet.
yeah.
Yeah. You know, the
I know,
dude's crazy.
I know.
He's the guy that talks about like people selling
He has been canceled fully,
babies
right?
in China.
I don't think you can get anywhere.
I think
No,
he's
yeah,
fully
he
canceled.
Unless he
can't-
starts
yeah.
his own website or something.
he did,
I think it's-
InfoWars.
Oh, he just has that.
Yep. We won't plug him because we'll get removed. But
Yeah, right.
seriously, like he got wiped off everything, censored completely.
He is fucking nuts,
No
but-
matter what he says
is
now,
crazy,
it's
but,
pretty
like-
much like debunked.
So he is
because-
fucking nuts. Do you think anyone should like have to get removed? I mean, obviously, it's when it gets
No.
to a certain extent. Like if it's
I
like
don't think you can.
if
I
it's
don't
like-
think you should be.
one like child pornography shit, or if it's like violent shit,
Oh, you mean
then
like that?
yeah, obviously those people should be removed. I'm saying, do you think anyone who's just like talking should get
No,
removed?
not at all.
I think I'm going to listen regardless of the credentials. Like I would listen to what Hitler had to say. Mind you, obviously I don't advocate Hitler,
Right.
but I still would like to hear what the dude was saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, I think
Knowledge is knowledge.
so. No, I think the
Right.
problem with it is that there's people in the world who aren't educated enough to, I guess, form their own opinion and not.
Right. That's what's dangerous.
Yeah. So if someone's doing that and they just kind of take whatever they say at face value and are like, okay, that guy's telling the truth, then that's where there's an issue.
Yep.
But I guess for the people who do have their own opinions, like us,
Which are not.
we wish we
most
could see
people.
everything so that we can at least see how crazy some fuckers are. But I don't know. It's
all
a
about-
weird, it's a sticky situation.
All about education. The person who's listening to it isn't educated. They're going to be like, "Oh, really? That
Right.
happened?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Now I'm going to tell the other people who don't know about it, but they trust me,
Yeah.
and then it's fucked.
that's the
So,
issue. But
yeah.
I mean, I'm not on either side. I don't really know what the solution is for that.
Me neither. But like I said, I think I'd still listen to what people said, whether or not I follow their words or listen or
I mean,
really
like
acknowledge
the way
what they're
I would
saying, but-
imagine it is like YouTube, for example, is a really good example. YouTube is pretty big. Obviously, it's a giant platform, and like I feel like eventually, when you're so fucking big, like you have to, like enforcing your own policies almost becomes a political statement.
Oh, for sure.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's
100%.
like, okay, it's so big that like, how do people get their message out otherwise without a YouTube?
Yeah, you
nowadays
say
or something.
The issue is they end up potentially censoring freedom of speech.
Exactly, and it's like,
Breaking an amendment.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a huge no-no. YouTube would get destroyed
Right.
for that. You know
so
what I
like
mean?
you have to. There's a balance there where like, yeah, you really shouldn't be doing that. Like it's a freedom of speech thing, and now obviously like then it gets really even more complicated.
They're
because
starting
it's
to censor.
international, so it's like they're trying to appease Chinese audience.
Do you guys remember Adpocalypse?
Yep.
Yeah. I
We'll
remember
never
that.
get monetized as long as we curse.
Yeah, I know.
We'll never
You
get
can, no,
ads.
it'll show ads. It won't actually pay you for the ads. Like you'll
Right.
get monetized.
We won't.
You just won't
no,
get.
that's not monetization. They'll make money, sure.
That's what I'm saying.
They're still
They'll
putting
put
ads out,
onto your video.
but we will not get we will not get monetized.
Right. We need sponsors and shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's
We
fucked up.
yeah,
Money.
that's the only way.
Like look at the
Because
Nelk boys, dude. They
Yeah.
don't make $1 anymore because they literally say the most
It's all
fucked
merch.
up shit now.
Who?
Nelk.
Nelk.
Anybody who's actively cursing on YouTube is not making their money from YouTube.
They don't just
I'll tell
actively
you
curse
that. I'll tell you
anymore.
that right now.
Yeah, right.
They literally talk about like beating their assistants as
Oh,
a joke
yeah.
now. Which
Yeah,
is
it's
like,
like I
fucked
mean,
up.
like I feel like I think we all agree. It's like we all just curse. Like
Yes.
we have sailors' mouths.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
we like to.
Yeah, we're doing this not for real. I don't think anybody here is in it for the money.
No,
No.
we're doing it for fun.
Obviously, would it be nice? Yes. Would we sell out? Yes. But like,
But
but like, we're not really doing
right.
it because of that.
Right. There's a reason we all still have jobs. you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
yeah, we can't just
Is
quit our
what it
jobs
is.
for this.
Yeah.
So, but hey, it's nice to sit down and just like talk to each other.
I
And
agree.
we're back. God damn.
We're
Yeah.
back, baby.
Hopefully this train keeps rolling. You know,
Yeah, we got to definitely keep it consistent.
it's
now.
gonna be fucking
Yeah.
hilarious when coronavirus strikes back and now we can't record
I'm
again.
gonna say fuck it. We're gonna do it anyway. Fuck that, dude.
Well, you
If
know
it
what we should
strikes
do?
again,
We should, if it really comes back with a vengeance, we should just
quarantine
do
together.
Discord.
Or
No, yeah.
or
We should just
quarantine together.
virtual podcast.
Fine. I like it in person. It's
I
different.
like
do
it too.
too.
No,
I
me
feel
too.
we'll see how it goes because I know that the interaction will be different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
At least we'll be able to pull up. Like, I feel like it would be better for information though. Like we'll just pull up shit
Yeah.
really fast. We could
Screen
still do
sharing.
that if we want, but I
But
feel
yeah.
like it's not as fun just sitting here and looking
Yeah.
up shit all the time.
it'll be more fluid if we have
Exactly.
transitions with on the computer already.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, guys, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Our first episode back, episode
Golly.
20. We're in the 20s. That's crazy,
In
guys.
the
20s.
20s, baby.
A while ago, we had nothing. Even though we still
Goddamn.
barely have any subscribers, but hey, we're doing
Hey,
e're doing episodes.
Yeah,
that's all that
back at
matters.
it.
That's what matters.
Back
All right.
at it.
All right, Danny, we still have an intro. So,
All right, I think maybe this isn't gonna kill the podcast, but like, obviously there was a big situation with George Floyd and all that, which is really bad, and that also happened while we were off. Like, I don't know, we're just a bunch of fucking suburban kids here, but like, it sucks, and I don't know what to say.
Is that your ending message?
Yeah, it is my ending message. Like,
I was expecting
the acknowledgement. I feel like the acknowledgement is enough.
Okay.
Educate yourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Educate yourselves about the whole situation. Black Lives Matter, of course, and keep fighting the fight. I mean, obviously, it kind of sucks that the fucking coronavirus is going on during protests, but like,
Yep. All right, like, comment,
Be good
subscribe.
people.
Be good people.
Check us out on all our other platforms. Catch you guys in the next one.
Hasta la pasta. Peace.